Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode number 531, and one big highlight of today is a 1000th day streak of my learning through Duolingo. And while it might sound as something not super exciting for most of you, I think that people that have struggled across their life in keeping up with habits or routines, maintaining some beneficial routines in their lives for longer, and losing the ability, they will know. As you can see, we are again in Glenveigh National Park. We decided to come here because we knew that the weather might be okay for about 2 or 3 hours. So we wanted to use that opportunity and relax a little bit in a nice environment, and once again come here. This time we managed to get earlier. It's slightly earlier, so we got the bus to the castle to make sure that we save on the common route that is more crowded, and we already kind of covered it multiple times. So we decided to get to the castle, get some coffee and tea, and move towards the valley. And the sun is shining. It was a bit rainy for the first half of the day. It now cleared up, and we've got a very decent gap of great weather. It's pretty chilly because it's around 6 degrees Celsius, so not too warm, but it doesn't matter. It's still pleasant. Fresh air helps to, forget about, I would say, colder weather. A lot of water is coming from the mountains. As you can see, that's just a proof that it was raining heavily today and probably yesterday. Also, the snow melted likely in the upper parts, so it's only making more water to come in. Those weird mosquito-like things are still flying around, so I guess it's still their time of breeding, if you can call it. I suspect that the water level in the lake will rise significantly after all those rainfalls. But yeah, look at that, it's just amazing. I don't know, there's something special about those moss covered rocks and the water filtering through them. It's just amazing. The funny thing today is that we just realized, and I think I mentioned that in the couple of episodes before about our trip to Gran Canaria, but we knew the date was 4th of March, but for some reason we kept thinking that it's Tuesday. And today, but by pure accident, when Julian spoke to Elizabeth, we realized that it's actually Monday, and It only shows that we were not carefully listening or comprehending what Julian was repeating constantly about Monday. Oh, I want to show you that. Look at that. All of this is a frog spawn. A lot of frog spawn. All of those are little eggs, hopefully hatching soon and giving us little froggies. Oh, there's so much of it. Just amazing. And a little bit here. Yeah, frogs found this place apparently calm enough. I'm not sure what that white stuff is. Is it like a next stage of hatching or whatever? But yeah, the standing water here seems to be a lovely spot, undisrupted and free from predators, so the frogs can potentially hatch into those little, I don't remember the English name, but the next form of a frog that will keep transforming into the adult frog eventually. I won't be switching camera for now. Just want to show you how beautiful that valley is. So back to Gran Canaria. Yeah, we learned that we are flying out on Monday, not on Tuesday, which is kind of cool, but at the same time it squeezes time a bit, because I was pretty sure that I still have Monday to do some stuff at work. And it's funny because obviously I booked my holidays for the 4th to 12th of March. So it's all good. I'm fully covered. Company knows that I'm going away, and I will be properly booked in the system in terms of holiday. But in my mind, I was thinking that I still have Monday to hand over stuff, and I don't have it. So it will be tricky, but I'll try to do it. Not sure what that plant is, but there's a lot of berries showing up and they might be edible. I need to check that up. Yeah, keep diverging. So yeah, Gran Canaria, here we come on Monday, and there will be hopefully a lot of material to share with you guys. So if you're new to the podcast and vlog, make sure to follow, because I hope I will bring more interesting stuff. If you'd like to know a little bit more about Ireland, then obviously I share a lot of my hikes and trips, so you can source a little bit of good vibes of Irish land and a bit of knowledge about Irish landscapes too. So if it's something that interests you, then obviously you're more than welcome to keep following, and I will be very happy to have you as one of the watchers, listeners or readers, or any combination of those. And last segment, I left the best part for you guys. So we reached the little bench out there with the view on the waterfall. The waterfall is amazing. At the moment, obviously, it's very powerful, has a lot of water. You can probably see that little mist there, like a cloud, when the water falls and is breaking against the rocks. And it's super powerful. And then it flows via this small river-like thing into the water. But that house, that little house that they call bothy is like a shelter. They left it here and it's open. I can actually go there and show you. It's open for people to get a shelter inside. So I can only assume that when there's a heavy rain or wind, you can actually open it, get in. It's not super cozy, but there's a fireplace with slight warning to not burn the rubbish, to obviously maintain the healthy environment, but you can start a fire here, and it's like a hideout if the weather is bad. It's just a lovely spot and idea to leave that for people to use. Amazing. Have a look at that. So far so good. It's quite dry. There was just a small, literally maybe 1 minute of not even a drizzle just passed by, but nothing else. So very cool hike today. As you can see, it's getting darker and darker, so we are rushing it to get back to the bus, and hopefully we'll make it, because I'm afraid that we might get wet along the way. We still have about 3 kilometers and we need to make sure that we make it, as it's we have only about 35, maybe 50 minutes until the last shuttle leaves. I already paid for tickets forth and back, so I want to make sure that, you know, we get back home properly on time, and obviously start packing for Gran Canaria. Mainly because it's a very early flight for us. It's 7:20, the flight on Monday, which means that we have to be about 5:20, 5:30 at the airport in Dublin. And if you follow us or my blog, you read the blog or just listen to the podcast, you know that we are in Donegal, which is pretty much on the other side of Ireland. So we need to account for about 3 hours drive, which means we will be leaving Donegal in the middle of the night and driving towards Dublin Airport to get on time for flight. So yeah, the rain just came, I can feel it. So let me increase the tempo and catch up with Julian and Elizabeth. Today's episode was slightly longer, say probably 2 or 3 times longer than an average, but I think it was worth it. If you cannot appreciate it, what's around me, I don't know what else is worth it. So I hope you have a great rest of the Saturday, and wherever you are, thank you very much for tuning in, listening to the podcast, reading the blog, whatever you do, however you consume my content. It's made for you guys, and I want to share as much as I can, visually, verbally, and also whatever knowledge I gather in terms of foraging or anything like that. I also want to share with you, because you might use it, you might not, but at some stage in your life, if you need it, you will know where to find it. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stay safe and see you tomorrow.